Alright, this is Andrew Jolly with Joda Home Inspections. We're doing a sewer scope today at 8322 South, 3580 West in West Jordan. It's November 26th, 2019. We've got the camera pushed out to what looks like the main line, the city connection. You can see the larger line on the screen with water running from neighboring properties. And we're going to pull this back down and record it and see what we find. Alright, so that first connection point, that's called the nose-on. That's where it goes from your lateral sewer line into the main city line. That looks good. You were dropping into the line and not down into the bottom of it. You don't want to come into it at the bottom, or else it's easier for your line to back up if the city backs up. This is a clay pipe. You can see that red hue on the bottom of the line that looks kind of like terracotta. That's clay. One of the issues with clay is that you can get little offsets, and so there are several connection points because clay only comes in little 3 and 4 foot sections, and so at each one of these connection points it's possible for it to separate. So far this one's looking good. I'm not seeing a lot of separation or offsets, but I did notice pushing out that you did have a couple small ones. And what can happen is debris can get caught on those sections, and if it gets caught and builds up, it can create a backup. See, that's a little offset right there. I'll kind of show you as I push my camera head through. It gets caught on that line where it doesn't want to easily go over it. Same thing can happen with solids and waste. Looks like a little root right there coming through. Roots are something that you can have cleaned out. Once you have roots, you're always going to have roots. They'll just grow back. But you can't have them cleaned out, and that'll prevent stuff from getting caught on it and causing a backup. A lot of buildup right there. I don't see why it's building up in that area in particular. I did notice pushing my camera head out, and we're probably going to run into it again, that you did have some standing water in the line, and that's likely from a belly or a flat spot in the sewer line. You want everything to drain naturally. You don't want to have bellies, or else waste can build up, and like it has in that area of the line, and then it can build up and create a backup. You got a piece of napkin or something in the line. You don't want to put anything down the line that you don't absolutely need to. It won't break down, and then if it gets stuck, it'll just sit there forever until it eventually comes loose or backs up. So this just transitioned into cast iron. This is what's going to be under your house. The issue with cast iron that you'll kind of see on the screen is that it gets rough, and so it can catch on debris, and also it starts to flake. That's what that buildup is on the bottom of the line. It'll flake and flake until the line gets very thin, which can allow it to crack or collapse. You can put a liner inside of it, which is nice because you don't have to dig it up. It's pretty costly, but it is cheaper than digging up the entire line. I never saw that belly going out, which makes me think that water was building up because there was something blocking it. And so it's possible that once I pushed my camera out, I moved whatever was causing the blockage and allowed it to drain normally, which is good. you did have a little bit of waste in the line that's building up, and I'm not positive what's causing it, but be careful what you're putting down the line. You can always have it cleaned as a preventative measure. You just have that little tiny root. Overall, it looked really good. You had good drainage. You didn't have any significant offsets. You do have some original cast iron that'll eventually need to be replaced. If you have insurance available for your sewer line in this area, I'd recommend getting it. It's never a bad idea to get that and maintain it. So I'm going to end this recording now.